Sunday, September 27th. This morning I heard some gunshots. They weren't too close, but they were pretty close. They're probably, I don't know how to judge distances out here yet, but they sounded like maybe they were 200-300 yards away. The thing about gunshots is if you just hear some bangs or some pops occasionally, it's not too bad. You don't have to worry about it. If you hear a crack followed by a boom or a pop, then you kind of have to worry, because that crack that you heard was a bullet. It's the sonic boom of the bullet flying by. And it sounds a lot like the whip of a crack. It's actually the same thing. It's a sonic boom. And I heard a couple of those. So put on my orange shirt. It's the International Don't Shoot Me orange color. And since I don't know what those people are like, I decided to wear my handgun today. And so yeah, that's kind of exciting, I guess. I'm sure I'll have more of that out here. It's kind of dangerous to walk around with a loaded firearm if you're not trained. And I'm not trained. So what I do is I have a full magazine. It holds 8-9mm rounds. But the chamber is empty. What that means is I can pull the trigger and nothing happens because there's no round in the trigger or in the chamber. And that's important because even if a branch or something were to get snagged inside the trigger guard and accidentally pull the trigger, or I drop it and it hits the ground at just the right angle, I mean, they're designed not to go off, but you never know. It couldn't possibly go off because there's no round in there. It's basically unloaded. But in the unlikely event that I actually ever had to use it, all I have to do is rack back the slide, and now it's loaded. It only takes a second. Of course, right now I don't actually want it loaded, so I'll go ahead and unload it. Magazine back, decock it, and put it back in the holster. So I only carry this when I'm on my property, and then when I go out on the public road, I take it off and put it inside a lock case. Yeah, so the main thing today was I woke up in the morning, decided I didn't want to camp by the road anymore, got tired of sleeping in the car, and so decided to spend the day bringing all my gear and supplies up here from the northern side of my property down to the southern side of the property using my trusty old cart. Distance-wise, it's only like 2/3 of a mile. It takes maybe 10-15 minutes to walk without a load, but there's a 165-foot elevation difference, so that's like a 10-story building, and yeah, going up that is a lot of work. I did 4 trips. The first one wasn't too bad. That trip was just my ice chest and some lumber. Second trip was a little harder. I had my 7-gallon water jug, or water container. I think that weighs about, water is like 8 pounds a gallon, so 56 pounds. And then I also had my rocket stove. That's like cinder block and cement and bricks, so that probably weighs like another 20 pounds. And the cart itself weighs like 50 pounds. I think it's a beast. So yeah, that was kind of heavy. Third load was just my freezer, but the freezer, it weighs like 50 pounds empty, and then it's full, so that was probably like another 70-80 pounds, plus the cart. And then my last load was, I think, easier. It was my spare 12-volt battery, which probably weighs 30-40 pounds, and a couple of bags and camping gear and food and stuff. But it tipped over, yeah, so that sucks. And I think tonight I'm going to pitch my tent out here, and yeah, it'll be my first night spending on my property not by the road. So that should be exciting. Yeah, tomorrow I think I'll start working on my cot and stuff like that. So I'll see you tomorrow.